DDM was alluding to a lot of the change that's been going on over the last week or so in WWE, and I think that's one of the biggest things we saw clearly at the end of NXT's New
Oh,
Year's Evil show
I love
with
that shit. Ah,
new NXT Women's Champion Giulia and new NXT Champion Oba Femi beat Eddie Thorpe ass before the show started and said, "Ava, I did that. And if he come down to the ring again, I'll beat his ass again." And then went out there. I mean, mind you, that match with I like seeing that shit, but it was good to see them say, "Hey, let's."
they look like two winners of the 75th annual Hunger Games. It's just so like they just look like gladiator champions, right?
Word.
I just love this. I love the look. I love the feel. It definitely puts a marker in what NXT is heading towards. Now I hope that Oba's in the Rumble. I know he ain't winning. I know he ain't going to main roster, but he is just so special. I think for Julia, because Julia is working on her English, but I think Julia, in a promo sense, hasn't clicked quite yet
Right.
with the audience. So I think for her, she's going to make her reign and her belt through her matches.
I feel I'm not trying to be funny. I do feel part of that, and it's like that with although Stephanie Von is at least being involved in storylines. I don't know if they really figured out Julia's personality yet to like
It's
write for
odd.
her. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
odd. It's an odd personality too, because the thing about it, I think Julia she still has a lot of the Joshi influence in how
mm-hmm.
she presents, and she hasn't figured out a way like Asuka did, or even Kyrie
Just
did,
turn it up a little bit.
figure out how to synthesize it in a way that American audiences can connect with it. I think it's a little bit too real hip hop, as we like to say.
Yes.
Um, and she has to kind of wake up a little bit. One thing, and I always go back to Oscar because for me, she's the gold standard of not being a heavy English speaker, but still being able to penetrate the lens and capture the hearts of American audiences,
Mm-hmm.
not only in ring but through her promo work. Oscar talked through memes. She talked through gifs.
Yes.
She
Yeah.
used different types of language to convey her personality, and through that, you love her. I think that that's something that a lot of these girls who have language barriers can stand to learn a thing or two from.
Mm-hmm.
I think with Julia, that is her biggest hurdle because she has the wrestling skills, without a doubt. She has the look. She just needs the wicked, and she talks. But even when she talks in English, which I love that she's learning how to do it,
Right.
it's still too robotic. So
Yeah. It's not natural. Yeah.
it doesn't flow. Whereas with Stephanie Bakir, Stephanie has a language barrier, but what I'm noticing with Stephanie is Stephanie knows how to emote with her face. She
Mm.
knows how to emote with her body expressions, which Julia is too stiff in that way. So it doesn't come across because I noticed that difference when I was watching New Year's Evil. I said,
Mm.
huh. I said Stephanie knows how to use body language
Yes.
to communicate. Um, and I think that's a problem. But Oba Femi, um,
Do you
Oba,
do you volunteer as tribute?
Oh
absolutely,
gosh. Oh
absolutely.
no.
I'm a
Oh
career
no.
tribute, but I will have to. I hope Oba gets killed in the first day bloodbath because I would hate to be in the final two with that one. I would, yeah, I would hate to be in the face. Oba looks like they look like they are victors in the Hunger Games. Everything about this, that's what it looks like.
Yeah. I like Stephanie. Stephanie did well in that match.
She did
Mm-hmm.
very well. And
That four way.
Stephanie. You know what about Miss Bakir? Um, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I know nothing about her until she wrestled Mercedes Monet.
Same.
When she wrestled Mercedes Monet and WWE snatched up real quick, said we're gonna get her real quick. Um, what I what I what I respect about Stephanie Bakir is she did not rest so far on I
Mm-hmm.
love Mercedes Monet and now I'm in NXT.
Right.
She's in the storyline. She's using the tools that she does have to penetrate the lens. I think also Stephanie might be a little bit younger, so that, I hate to say this, the younger you are, the more flexible you are.
Well,
Um,
they shut up, man. They got her as number one contender for the NXT North American Women's Championship. So it could be interesting to see how they slot her
and
because
I think she's going to take it off of that girl because no shade to Fallon Henley.
Fallon Henley, yeah,
Nice girl, beautiful gowns, pretty look, but the squirt business gimmick was done. It's over. Um, and she's not really, they aren't really writing her with that belt well.
she's really transitional, but she's not
Yeah,
doing anything in that transition. Yeah,
and she's not doing anything at all. That belt is Stephanie Bakir's belt, and quite frankly, um, that belt is used to build people. I think Stephanie Bakir may be the first woman to hold that belt that will actually raise their stake with that belt, because so far the belt hasn't. I think Kalani got something out of it because
it was quick though, right?
yeah, but I think Stephanie is really going to elevate that belt to where they want it to be at. And I really think that they're going to put it on her. I think she's going to get that belt.
I agree. I do agree.
Yeah. But NXT, as far as a pure wrestling show, was definitely better than Raw. Um, you had Lexis King win the cup.
He won the cup.
And I think you got OTM get ready to come out. Probably they get ready to get a good push because Jada has kind of left them a little bit in the dust.
Oh yeah.
So I think they got because OTM has a main roster look. I just got to see the wrestling a little bit more because I never thought I would say this, but the wrestling do matter.
They also gotta say that they cut a promo this week. They gotta say that shit with their chest,
Yeah.
I don't know if I believe them like that.
Nigga,
Say it.
the wrestling matter now.